Morning, class. Welcome again to Contemporary Philippine Arts in the Regions. Now, our topic is sculpture. So, before we start, uh, give at least five adjectives that can define sculpture. Oh, listen, I will repeat. Give five adjectives that can define sculpture. You add this in your activity. Okay? We have objectives in this lesson. In this lesson, students are expected to complete the following tasks. Define sculpture as a type of visual art. Identify the functions, media, and elements of sculpture. Assesses contemporary visual art forms using the elements and principles of modern visual art. Okay, that is the objectives. Okay. Okay, pretest. Prepare again your paper to answer this one. Number one, sculpture is derived from the Greek word sculptor, which meaning to sculpt. A, to bind. B, to create. C, to build. D, to cave. Also known as a sculpture in a round. Number two, also known as a sculpture in a round. A, relief sculpture. B, freestanding. C, kinetic sculpture. D, assemblage. Three, the non-traditional sculpture pieced together from found or scavenged items. A, relief sculpture. B, freestanding. C, kinetic sculpture. D, assemblage. Number four, the following are basic sculpture techniques except A, carving. D, modeling. C, finishing. D, casting. 5. The blank of a sculpture refers to its size relative to the size of its surrounding environment. A, color. B, shape. C, line. D, scale. Okay. Sculpture. The word sculpture is derived from the Latin word sculpure, which means to carve. Originally, the process or art of cutting or engraving a hard substance so as to make designs or figures in relief. Intaglio, or in the round, according to the Oxford English Dictionary. Okay. We have functions. Functions of sculpture. Sculpture is made for a wide range of reasons and fulfills a wide range of functions. Many people make sculptures depicting divinities or cultural heroes in human or animal form, which would have been used in religious or ritual settings. So, other forms of sculpture pay homage to ancestors, glorify royalty and authority, or deal with death and afterlife. Okay. Sample, uh, yung sa Luneta Park, nandun yung mga rebulto ni na Rizal, Andres Bonifacio, and so on. Kinds of sculpture. Relief sculpture is the oldest form of sculpture art. It is the sculpture that projects in varying degrees from a two-dimensional background. Okay? Oldest form of sculpture. Okay? Freestanding, also known as a sculpture in a round, it is most recognizable to modern people. It can be viewed from any angle. So pag tinitingnan natin, we have two-dimensional background. Yung mga sample, makikita natin mamaya yung mga sample ng kinds of sculpture. Okay. Number 3, we have kinetic sculpture, moves by either mechanical power or moves under the power of or wind or water. Ayun. Natural yung movement dahil sa mga wind. And assemblage is a non-traditional sculpture pieced together from found or scavenged items, recombining found objects. So we have also elements of design in sculpture. So many design elements combine to create a work of art. So design elements are things that make possible to create art. So without them, things would have no color, shape, outline, or space. So you need to know the elements in design sculpture. Pag boring namang tingnan kung walang kulay, pag shape naman, pangit pag masyadong hindi mo maintindihan yung shape niya, yung outline niya, or the space. Napaka-importante ito sa, so consider sa elements. So elements, we have number 1 here, the scale, refers to its size relative to the size of its surrounding environment. Okay? Yung ginagamit scale, yung size ng environment na dapat nakakumbini, eksakto, tamang-tama, parehas lang sa pagpo-portrait. So color is the way light waves are observed or reflected by everything around us. So napaka-importante yan, kulay. Line is part of moving point. In sculpture, the most important kind of line is contour line, or the outline that form edges of the sculpture to create its silhouette. Ano? Yun. So we have shape also. Shape has no depth as it is two-dimensional. So lines cross or intersect, creating a shape which has a certain width and height. So the space, so space refers to the area between, around, above, below, or within elements in a work of art. Okay. These elements of art are very important. We have also texture, is the way something feels when you touch it. Okay. Ano bang itsura nito? Value is the lightness or darkness of a color. Okay. Maganda ba ang effect ng light and dark, yung darkness niya? A form is three-dimensional. It has height, width, and thickness. So because sculptures are by nature space occupying and three-dimensional, they are forms. Okay. We have also 4 basic sculptures techniques. Number 1, carving is a process in which the artist subtract or cuts away from a solid material to reach the desired form. Sa Ifugao, ito yung carving yung product nila. Pag during Kalinga Day, nagtitinda sila ng mga carving. In even other places. Meron din sa Kalinga, pero ilan lang. So modeling is the process of manipulating soft materials to create a three-dimensional form. Requires substances that can be easily and rapidly stopped by sculptors. Okay. Casting is a method of obtaining the permanence of a modeled work by making a mold and casting in a durable material such as brick. Okay. Construction and assemblage consists of combining and joining various materials. So, ito yung mga techniques. So these are the examples of sculpture in the Philippines. So sa Bulul of Ifugao, ito yung sample na ginagawa nila. Manunggul Jar of Palawan, meron din tayo dito sa Kalinga, yung mga bangan natin sa Pasil, Gumagawa din tayo sa balbalan and other parts of Kalinga. Okay? Taka of Paete, Laguna. Yung mga horse, ginagawa nila yan. Titinda. And even, tinitinda rin to sa during Christmas days. Okay, Higante of Angono, Rizal. Ginagawang mga manikin. Gumagawa. Sarimanok of Maranao. Ayan. Mga sample ng sculpture. Okay? This is your activity. Kinds of sculpture. So, magbigay ng sample dalawa. Relief sculpture, freestanding, kinetic sculpture, assemblage. So, KWL, what do I already know about this topic? What do I want to learn about this topic? What did I learn about this topic? Okay, this is your post test. Please identify what is being defined for us in the following statements. Choose the letter of your answer from the table below. Okay, that's end our that ends our uh, discussion class. Goodbye.